Hi, this is just a quick video to explain why my name's Spot of Positivity, and also to give you like a really simple method to feel more positive yourself and to change your mindset longer term. So going back in 2017, just before my birthday, I found that I was having negative connotations towards what people were saying to me. I was having a bit of a unpositive outlook about things, and I was finding that I was very defeatist and I wasn't really being myself. I've never been a really negative person, but I found like I wasn't really being as cheery and happy as I normally am. I wasn't seeing the good in things. I wasn't doing as much. I found I was being lazier. So I thought I'll have a look on the internet, and so I think I Google searched something around positivity, or mindfulness or something along those lines. And I remember what came up was a website about a year of positivity, where people had posted each day something positive that had happened to them, or something that they'd seen or heard, or written about something positive, or even positive quotes. And I looked it up and I couldn't see anyone who had done it for longer than about 100 days. Like most people had stopped after that period. I don't know whether they had carried it on and not put it on social media or put it out there. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to hold myself accountable for this. And on Facebook, I'm going to post every single day for 365 days something positive. And so that could be something that I'd seen, something that happened to me, something that I've seen happen to someone else, something that I've read, something that I've watched, something that I've found out about. It could be absolutely anything, and that's exactly what I did. And what I found happened was the more I began to focus on positivity, the more I found when negative or bad things happened to me, or something happened to me that I didn't want to happen to me, I'd be quicker to snap out of it and turn my thoughts around and actually have a much more positive outlook. And then also I see the good in things happening to other people as well, and that would have a really big impact on me and make me feel a lot more positive and happier. So the Spot of Positivity part is exactly that. It's such a simple method. So all you have to do is start to look for things that are positive. Now when I began, I found it a bit tricky, so I used to look at quotes that I found, or something on the news, or something I'd seen, because that was easier, because that was already out there and it was very clear that that was something positive. But as you start to do it a bit more, you notice that things that happen to you, and you go from your own personal experience. So I started to post about my own dyspraxia and my own bullying and all things that had happened in my life. And then I started to post about things that were happening in the present, and that's where the real change began. So you'll notice that loads of spots of positivity can happen throughout your day. As soon as you start looking at one, you'll notice that loads of things happen. So literally, I've just sat down on the bench here. Just before sitting down, I noticed the family, they were just walking past me. It's quite muddy, there's quite a few puddles here today, and a little kid asked, "Oh Dad, can we go through the puddle?" And he's like, "Yeah, of course we can." And then he ran, and even though he's in the coat, he splashed all the water up in the buggy, and the kids had a good laugh and fun. And you can see that as a positive or negative, but I saw that as a really positive experience, a really good experience for the kids. They really wanted that. They had a real laugh. The dad thought it was funny as well. But anything like that can happen. Literally the other day I was in the supermarket, and a cashier, so I'm a special needs teacher, and often I go and buy cookery equipment, or cookery items, I mean the food items that I'm going to cook with the kids, or do sensory exploration play with. And one of the cashiers remembered me from coming in a few months ago when the pandemic really started and everyone was staying in with the COVID, but we were still allowed back in supermarkets. And I was speaking then about how families found it hard with the coronavirus and everything to carry on, and the fact they were stuck indoors and there was not much help for them and everything. And so she remembered this, so she asked me all about this and asked me when I was going back to teach, which is next week when the schools restart. And that made me feel really good that someone had remembered all that and remembered the chat we'd had before, and actually showed concern and compassion about something. So you'll find that there's spots of positivity wherever you go. So the simple method is just basically start to look for these spots of positivity in your day, and then you'll find that when bad things happen, say for example, I'd planned this walk today to go on and it started raining, then the rain wouldn't have stopped me. I would have still come out anyway, because I wouldn't have been bothered about the rain. So what if I get wet? So you sort of have those sort of ideas and those sort of attitudes depict themselves, and you find positivity in whatever. And when things go wrong, such as when I didn't get a promotion at work this year, I wasn't upset about it. It didn't affect my life for a long term. I was able to I was really congratulating the people who got it, because I was genuinely really pleased for them, and I could move on from that and just carry on doing the best job that I can do. So you'll find, if you start looking for positivity and focus on the positivity, more positive things will not only happen to you, but you'll also be able to see the positivity in others, and that will have a massive effect on your mental health and make you feel a lot better. So start trying just to focus on one spot of positivity in your day. That's all you have to do. It doesn't have to change anything, but it will start to change your mindset, and you will become a more positive and happy person because of it. Thanks a lot. This video is part of me doing my 40 to 40 challenge, which is where I'm doing 40 weeks of challenges in the build up to my 40th birthday. So if you want to watch the videos for all of those things that I'm going to be doing, then just keep an eye on this channel, Spot of Positivity, and I'm sure you'll enjoy some of the things I'll be getting up to. Okay, thanks a lot.